What's happening, you guys? Alright, today is the 6th of February. Same as the previous video you watched from me. Only it's night instead of morning. It is about 8:20 p.m. I'm trying to watch my hood mirror to see it because I'm in a slanted spot. It's hard to tell if anyone's coming from that direction without using my hood mirror. Okay, well, it is time to go pick up a reload. I didn't really want to go this way, but I don't want to end up going against the grain with trucks that might come into the lot either. I'd rather face the same way as the spots are meant for us to go. Look like he should be fine. Alright, yeah, he's good. And he looked like he didn't really need a reset, but then he stopped, kind of looked like he wants one. Yeah, I was going to wait for him. I only started it to go because I thought he didn't need to reset anyway, but yeah, he's definitely resetting. Okay. Alright, what are we doing today? We are going to be picking up a reload at one of the Americold facilities in Belvidere, Illinois. We are currently at the Petro in Rochelle, Illinois. About just under 30-mile drive, I think it was. Let me double check. Yeah, 29 miles. I'm going to run some high speed in there, don't worry. I definitely will not have you run in real time the entire time. Just do real time when we're, for what part of the video I'll be talking in. And we'll run high speed, 5 or 10 times, whatever it needs to be reasonable, I guess we'll call it, on whatever we can. Okay, so Belvidere, there are two Americold facilities there that I am personally familiar with. I'm not saying there are only two, but there are only two there that I know of myself. There may be more, I don't know, but I know there's one on what you call Imran Avenue, or I think it's called, and there will be another one a bit west of there, a couple blocks west. Oh, there are actually two turn lanes here? Wow, did not expect that. I'm not over here enough, so it's... Alright, my bad. That was supposed to be in the other lane, but I couldn't see the arrow. I don't think I was able to see that there were arrows saying that was a left turn lane over there. I only had a clue it was a left turn lane because there were two turn arrows on the traffic lights, and this guy in the other lane made the turn. Alright. So you see here we got another foggy night. I was dealing with fog last night as well on my way up between St. Louis and Joliet. Not too bad. It's just enough to get your attention really. Really didn't affect my vision much at all last night. Yeah, well it was. I mean, it's not like I was able to see a whole mile away, but I was still able to see a good half a mile away, and they had no difficulty at all, personally. Damn, dude. Which lane do you want? Holy shit, man. You know there are two lanes here. You can pick one. At least I was in one only. Who's the bigger bonehead here? Me for using the wrong lane, or this guy for using both lanes? When it's not necessary. I don't know. So you get me for being a bonehead there. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so you guys might have seen in that other video, I made a delivery to the Red Bull facility, or Geodis, in Romeoville, Illinois, which is just north of Joliet. And you can see on my map here where we are at right now, where our customer is, and where all that is in relation to Chicago and Milwaukee. So once I get merged into the interstate here, I will zoom that in for you guys for a little bit better detail. or a little bit better, more relevant detail for what we're doing here. Alright, I've been to this facility, both of the facilities, several times. Tonight we're going to be going to the frozen warehouse. That'll be the one on Imrod. The other one is what you call a chilled facility, where they run all their loads at like 34 degrees or so. But the facility we're at least on my load assignment says to go to is the frozen facility. I did get a message from our customer service rep, or CSR, that the load is on a drop trailer, so it should be ready for pickup as soon as I even get there. So hopefully that'll be the case. At least that's what I anticipate happening when we do get there. And we'll let you know at the end of the video where that one's going to. Now, hopefully if I also remember where, okay, the truck stop's right over here that we just came out of or passing by. There's a Love's truck stop. Can't remember if I just passed it or if it's the next exit up here. I want to say that Love's will be the nearest Catskill, so we'll just go ahead and get that out of the way now. Alright, okay, so what can we talk about? And beside that, today, let me get my defogger on because it is affecting my view as well. I'm sure it's affecting, I don't know. Might be affecting yours just a tad, I don't know. Okay, so a couple things here. When I did my previous video, I had an encounter with another driver. We'll just say he's a poser, or at least I think he is. Now, what is a poser? That is somebody who pretends to be military. They pretend that they actually have a military background when they really don't. Now, there are also people who really did serve, but they'll embellish their records where they say that they did this or that or whatever, you know, and they really did serve, but maybe they're claiming that they did a lot more stuff than they really did do. You know, like they got more awards and decks than they actually earned, or been to more places than they really were, or something along that line. Yeah, they're those kind of people too. Either way, though, I don't take kindly to them for the most part, so I really don't want to have contact with that guy again if I don't need to. I have a feeling I will, though, but I don't know. So it's uploading right now, but hopefully it should already be. Maybe you guys already saw it by the time you see this one, anyway. Just was hoping I'd get it up there and ready to watch before I even started this shift, so I can kind of time out my videos for you guys. Anyway, enough of that babble. Something else we can talk about, though, is something else I saw in the CDL Life article, list of articles. I talked to my last one, on my last vlog, you know, the Romeoville vlog, about CLP holders driving without the CDL holder in the passenger seat. So check that video out if you haven't already seen it. This one today is going to be about something else on there. That would be the speed limiter mandate. Now, that is something that I think it's more, I don't know really who's actually pushing that more than anything. I just know I've kind of heard different arguments there. Like, oh, I know WIDA's against it, and you know, which is what's that stand for again? OIDA. I'm paying for it now. I know what it is. I'm just brain farting at the moment. Anyway, they're talking about putting speed limiter mandates on all semis. There are all trucks that weigh more than 4 tons, I think it was. And they're talking about pushing forward. I think in May or March or something along that line. It's not really known yet what speed they're talking about limiting trucks to. There was a 70-mile-an-hour number thrown out previously, but then it got removed. It's still up in the air. There's also talk about it possibly being 68. I don't know. We'll just say that most of the major motor vehicle carriers are already governing their trucks at varying speeds. My truck here is governed at 70 miles an hour, which is what I'm doing right now. And a number of other carriers govern their own fleets at 65. Several other majors govern around 68, 67, somewhere around there. Actually, a company right over here, my friend drives for, or did, I don't know, I think he's still with them. Myborg, they're actually based right over here, and I can't remember if it's here in Rochelle where I just left, or Rockford, which is actually what I'm driving toward and almost at now. So here's Rockford right there. We're going to go right into Rockford, kind of. But yeah, right over in this neck of the woods is this company called Myborg, and they govern theirs at 69. Another friend and his wife drive for, damn it, why do I always brain fart on the damn name of the company when I want to pull it up and I know it? They're based in Michigan. They govern theirs at 75. Doesn't matter though. I can't tell you how many times I've had other trucks. My radar unit here on my truck will tell me they're doing like 85 or some stuff. And hey, if you want to do that, that's on you. I don't really care. Just don't be all super trucker, like high beaming me and shit and tailgating me and crap because I'm in your way because I'm taking too long or that I'm in the lane I don't belong in. Well, too fucking bad. My tax dollars pay for these roads too, and I don't want to be behind anyone else either. And you're not a little, don't act like a little freaking brat who's not getting your way. I get better behavior out of my 13, almost 14-year-old daughter than you guys, some of you guys do. Grow up a little bit. But that's not really the issue there anyway. It's a big part of the problem, I think, is a lot of truck-related mishaps. Statistically, they're showing that they're going, they're speeding or whatever. But there's not really enough. I don't think they're going enough into the details there to really sort out, like, okay, well, the data might suggest this, but why is that? Let's figure the why part out first before you go and start coming up with how to fix things. Because it's already been proven many times over on a yearly basis that whenever there's a truck versus auto crash, consistently on a year-by-year basis, at least 80% of those crashes are caused by the car driver, not by the truck. So we got to do something about the way the general motoring public drives their vehicles, not so much the trucks. Now, we do need to do some stuff with policing of our own kind here too in the trucking industry, because we do have a lot of bad ones. I hate to say it, but there's a certain demographic of drivers here. Well, I'll just say, generally the young drivers in general, I find are the stupidest ones when it comes to being safe and reasonable with their decisions. They do a lot of stupid things. They speed or whatever. If they're in an ungoverned truck, they act like idiots. They don't know how to drive in icy conditions a lot of times, or well, not even them always, because you can even have older and experienced people who just don't do much ice or snow driving or whatever, or just be in the wrong place at the wrong time, or be tired when you can't be tired for that kind of stuff, or you never know. So that's what I'm saying. It's on a case-by-case basis. There's so many different details that can be factored into that. But in general, I would say a lot of times it's the younger drivers who are not so experienced and put themselves in a lot of unsafe situations that don't need to be in the first place. That's where a lot of the problem lies. And I hate to say it, but a lot of the young guys who are driving trucks, there's the floods that I was talking about right here. We're 17 miles away from the shipper, so there you go. That's the nearest Catskill right here. Alright, anyway though, a large number of the new drivers in the industry, younger, newer drivers, tend to be a certain demographic, and I don't really want to bring up, but because I don't want it to come across as racist or whatever, but it's true. Statistically, a large proportion of the young drivers here in the U.S., truckers, are Indian. And a lot of you guys, there's a good number of you guys who are very safe. And I applaud that. But I've seen plenty others, like I-40 all the time was where I'm at, and it seems like, there's something to it when I get backed into at the truck stop in Santa Rosa by somebody who happens to have the last name Singh, S-I-N-G-H. And the officer, when he comes over to take the report, he goes, let me guess, their last name was this or that or whatever. It was all Indian names. You guys are not making a very good stereotype for yourselves as far as that. Some of you guys' habits are concerned when you come to the U.S. and start trucking in the U.S. Not all of these guys who are Indian are foreigners either. A good number of them actually are naturally born citizens in California, here in Illinois also, and some other places, Texas, I think. So, just saying, guys, the more you guys do stupid shit like that, I don't care what your background is. You can be white, black, Indian, Mexican, whatever. All those kind of stupid things that you guys do, whoever, if you have accidents of whatever sort, you're making it bad for all of us. You're also creating an environment where, there are a lot of places where we're no longer allowed to park because of the messes that get left. So, I don't want to get too much into the ranting on that anyway. I just want to talk about the speed limiter mandate, really. That's pushing forward so far, even though there are a lot of arguments against it. I do have a lot of concern about it myself. Case in point, if you ever, it's been a while since I watched it, but NASCAR races. If you guys ever watch NASCAR, boom, there you go. Watch any race at Daytona International Speedway or Super Speedway as they call it, or Talladega. Those are the two restrictor plate tracks. That's where they intentionally restrict how much horsepower the cars can actually produce. And watch how those races are related to all the other races. You'll get 33 cars on this track, and all of them will be bunched up in one really tight crowd. One person does something wrong, you get pilots of 8 to 10 or a dozen cars all in one crash sometimes. Now look at the other tracks where they don't use restrictor plates and everyone's just running whatever their speeds are. It gets more spread out, and it's a lot easier to if you make a mistake there, there's not so much risk that you're going to take someone else out with you. So that's one of my chief concerns with the speed limiter. Not to mention, I'm very much anti split speed limits. Okay, I can maybe buy a 5 mile an hour speed limit difference between general population vehicles and commercial vehicles, because we need more. We need more room to stop, and we want to be the stone in the stream, but we don't want to be like a freaking rock in the river. We don't want to be having like a stationary rock in some class 5 or 6 rapids. We want to be ones who are we're like the class 3 rapids among a bunch of class 5 and 6s or something like that. That's safer. You're going to have a lot of problems too with road rage, I'm sure, because you're going to have a lot more turtle races going on between trucks that are running similar speeds and they just can't handle staying back 1 or 2 miles an hour from their governed speed, and just staying behind someone who's just a tad slower than them. I do it all the time. I just stay behind. If someone's running 68, better chance, 68, if it's on flat terrain and it's light traffic, I'll go ahead and pass them. But if there's if you add in much traffic in there and or terrain, nope, I'm staying behind them. If they're running 69, I'm staying behind them. I'm not going to waste my time trying to go around someone who's only a mile an hour slower than me. mile an hour slower than me, and then the amount of space I have to cover between when I move over, or when I ideally want to move over, and when I should ideally be wanting to come back over after passing them, we're going to have about 5 or 6 minutes of time burnt off the clock doing that. So I don't really want to do that. Alright, we're already about 20 minutes in and about to get off here on US 20 in a minute here. So there are two ways you can go. I'll just go ahead and bring it up now. You can either get off here at US 20, which is coming right up in less than a mile, or you can continue up ahead up to Interstate 90. And let me 20 east. Alright, yeah, on this side. Okay, you can also get on 90 eastbound, and then I think the first exit, I can't remember the name of it. It's the same one that the same street that I'm gonna end up on as well, but they cross over each other. 90, US 20 is a more direct route, as you're gonna see here. And then there's that spot there where 90 kind of curves down to the south, and kind of braids around US 20 and comes back up. You have to come back up that street from a little further south. Either way, you can end up on that same street, get up there to the one that the Americold facilities are off of. I'm using this one particularly though. I've gone both ways. They're both similar times, really. It's just, which way do you want to go? Alright, we've already been rolling about 20 miles, so I'm going to go ahead and shut up here. We'll run high speed the rest of the way. There's going to be a traffic light up there we're going to make a left at. Alright guys, we are almost to the zipper. We're only about a mile away now, just over. We're going to pass by the street that the chilled facility is on first. Just an FYI also for you guys, there is a staging lot across the street from the chilled facility. They are on, no, not that one. That's Bedford Industrial. This street coming up, where this cross street is and the sign is for, Landmark Drive, that's where the other facilities are. You go down to the end of the street, on the right side's the chilled facility, and on the left side is the staging area. There's also, trucks always park on the street there as well. Now we're going to be we're continuing on though. We're going to make the right onto Imran, which is coming up, as you see there. If I can get my view right. Okay, not this one here, but the next one. Right where that truck's turning right now, we're going to go to the same place. That looks like a Sea of England driver there. Man, I tell you guys, I swear by this camera system here. It's a V-Systo V7. I only use the side cameras, but the night vision capability on it, I swear I can see my tandems better through this monitor right here than I can through the actual mirrors. It's dark through the mirrors, but it's actually lit up where I can see really well on the monitor. I love it. Only problem is this system only records 2 cameras at a time, so I can't show both, show the front and both rears at the same time. I can only do one or the other. Okay, let's see if there are any spots over here where we can, yeah, it looks like them. Alright, yeah, we can put it here next to the select one. There's 2 spots here. I'm going to go ahead and, I know people don't like the blind side, but the 2 spots and what I have there, it's not a big deal. See where I'm at in relation to it. Yeah, look like we're fine there. Actually, I can afford to jackknife a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like the trailer's squaring up already there. I want the trailer to face this guy on my right, but I don't want it to angle too much. Fix my mirror real quick. No, that's too much angle. I'm off from where the line is at. We'll have to there. Got my tandems in the spot. Getting a little bit close. My drive tires are getting a little bit close to this guy though. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go the building right in front of us. We'll walk around to the other side of it, and the shipping office will be over in there. So we'll see how things go here. Alright guys, we're checked in now. When I checked in though, they said that the load was not ready yet, and they asked me if I wanted to just live load or just wait for them to dock in a drop trailer. It didn't matter. It's so you know, it's easier for me to just go ahead and stick with the trailer I already have. And actually, I knew it will benefit me to use this trailer because there's no enforcer lock bracket or seal safe bracket or whatever on there. And where this load's going, I can actually drop it off at the terminal afterward. Let's figure out where 14's at. Door 14's where we're going. I gotta figure out where it is first. That is 22. Okay, so 14 must be over on the other side in the long row over here. So we'll inch our way over. Just kind of creep my way around. It should be over on that, over closer to where the shipping office is. Alright guys, so it looks like the trailer's already been pulled out of the door. They said there was a drop trailer in the door, but yeah, 14 is vacant. And it's right here in front of us. We'll dive in here and set ourselves up a straight back. open real quick. Alright guys, let's get it backed in here now. Gotta get the tandems over there a little more quickly though. Don't have an abundance of room to work with, correct. No, I'm off still. See if I got enough room here to get straightened back up. I'm not far off, but I don't know if my steers will make it back on time. Come on. Just a little short. Alright, let's go ahead and do a slight serpentine there, because I had the drives where I needed them, but it's just a little bit short of where I needed the steers. Alright, we are good there. Okay, I don't see any wheel chocks there, so we'll just go ahead and call it good there. Alright, so probably another hour or so we'll be out of here. It's 22:45 or 10:45 p.m. So hopefully we'll be out of here before by midnight. Alright guys, we are done loading here. Right on cue here. It's 11:40 p.m. now, or just short of it, just before it, whatever. So yeah. Got done loading in a timely manner here. We still got to get the bills though. He needs me to vacate the door, that way if the shack driver decides to put a trailer in that same door, I'm out of the way. So we'll go ahead and park over here somewhere. Find wherever we can to be out of the way until they call me and say the bills are ready for pickup. Take a look if there are any spots open over there. If not, I will probably maybe slant. Maybe park over here by Prime in a way where Prime can get out. That, or I don't know. I can even also overshoot. Watch my header board over there. Can also go overshoot this guy a little bit. Any way here where these guys can both maneuver their way out of there. There is a spot. It looks like there is a spot open over there in the staging area there, but I don't expect to be here incredibly long anyway, so we'll just probably go ahead and alright. So we'll wait here, and hopefully it won't take long before the bills are ready for us to pick up, and we'll head out of here. Alright guys, we are ready to roll out of here now. Let's see. Yeah, it's not too far after midnight, 12:23 to be more exact. So not far off from what I had what I had mentioned hoping for. Make sure my tandems are going to clear that barrier thing there. Yeah, we're good. Not by a lot, but we were. Alright, other JCT here, I think, is waiting on his bills or something. He came over here and parked just shortly after I got parked. Alright, so we'll kind of make it a little bit quick here. Kind of let you guys know where we're heading to next. So it's going to be going to the Walmart distribution center in Ochalata, Oklahoma. Of course, that would be the DC that is 30-mile drive north of Tulsa, or about 50 miles from our terminal. That should work out great because this trailer here needs to get an enforcer lock bracket or a safe seal bracket put back on it. has nothing for me to install an enforcer lock to right now, and they can't fix it while it's loaded. So it'll actually benefit. Actually works out great where I can bring the trailer back to the terminal after I get done with this load. All right, I will not be vlogging that load, that delivery most likely. It's a short route, and I already have this one and the previous one that are kind of in close proximity anyway. And it's a Walmart load. All right, they're all. You see one, you practically see all of them, unless you're a Walmart Colton. Then you never know what kind of interesting stuff you're going to run into there. So yeah, I won't be doing that, vlogging that one. That one is due on the morning of the 8th, or more. Well, it's tentatively scheduled for the 8th. I don't know what time it's going to be yet, but it will be on the 8th, which is Thursday tomorrow. Now we're in that time of day. So that's what's going on. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I don't need to scale it because it's only 25,000 pounds. In fact, now my gauge here shows that I'm barely like 24,000 pounds. And my trailer also has that weigh right thing, or I don't know what you call that thing. It has basically has a gauge on the side of the trailer that I can activate to see how much weight is on the tandems. And it was definitely in the green, in the green range. I couldn't. I think I might have overshot, but I can't tell. I don't have my thing set up. Yeah, I think I meant to, definitely overshot. Alright, shit. Alright, let's see what we can do here, because I know the next road up that I could be using is not truck legal. So I'm going to have to figure out. It looks like the other truck followed me too. Alright, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and figure out my way out of here, and I guess I will see you guys maybe on the next pickup, whatever I do next, alright? Y'all have a great night. We'll see you guys then.